Welcome back to another episode of After the License, where we try and help real estate agents build their business. I'm your host, Jeffrey Bittner. As always, guys, we appreciate you listening in. You can find us on all the major podcast stations. You can also check us out at afterthelicense.com. We've got a lot of answers to common questions that real estate agents have, whether you're just starting out in the business or you just got your license, or maybe you've done a few deals. So as always, guys, please like and subscribe. That really helps the podcast out in terms of kind of moving up those charts. So today I want to talk about two critical aspects to marketing and lead generation. Last week we talked about kind of cost per conversion, kind of more tactical. Today, the two kind of critical components we're going to talk about are more mental. When you get into real estate and you start to run your real estate business, there are a lot of different avenues that you can explore in terms of marketing your business. There are a lot of different things you can do to lead generate ultimately. And one of the mistakes I know I've made, and I see a lot of real estate agents make, is they tend to look at the shiniest object, right? They do some type of marketing, they do some type of lead generation, and they only do it for a short period of time. They run Facebook ads for a couple weeks, or they do postcards to their sphere or their farm area once, right? They launch their Facebook business page and they only post a couple of times. Ultimately, one of the biggest keys to success with any marketing or any lead generation in the real estate industry is consistency and ultimately commitment. When you pick and choose to do something, a marketing, a lead generation tactic, you need to be committed for the long term and you need to do it consistently. If you don't do those two things, you're going to struggle, whether it's just that piece of marketing or that lead generation channel, or if you do it consistently and you do that with all of your marketing, right? You kind of bounce around, you might not have a ton of success, period. And I understand the struggle we have as agents looking at our marketing and looking at our lead generation this way. It can be really tough, right? We're spending our hard-earned money and we want to see results. But ultimately, if we take a step back and we think about what it means to generate leads in the real estate space, we're not selling, shoes. We're not, it's not a $10 item on Amazon that someone's just going to, on a whim, click and purchase. When we talk about real estate, it's really a long-term endeavor. Someone who's interested in potentially moving in the future, right? They might be 3, 6, 9, 12 months out on the short end of the spectrum. Someone might be considering moving, selling their house or buying a new house, and they might be 1 to 3 years out. They might be 5+ years out. And so when we lead generate, we have to do it consistently. We have to have a commitment to the long term. Even if in the short term, we generate some leads, we can get tripped up because we might generate some leads and it doesn't feel like those people are actually interested in buying or selling real estate right now. And so we say, this lead generation source is no good. And we move on to the next thing. So consistency and commitment. I talk to agents and I say, if you're going to do some type of marketing, some type of lead gen, can you take a step back and commit to doing it for 6 months or a year, right? Facebook ads is a great example of that. If you're going to run your own Facebook ads or you're going to pay a company to do it, can you commit to that for 6 months? And the flip side of that too is, can you not only commit to paying for and generating those leads for 6 months, but can you commit to following up with those leads consistently for 6, 12, 18 months, right? Because that's the other piece to any type of marketing or lead gen is the leads we get from it. We have to have follow-up plans in place to actually consistently touch and reach out to those folks. So when you're thinking about the next big thing, whatever that marketing, whatever that lead generation strategy is, take a step back and say, can I commit to consistently doing this week after week or month after month for the next 6 months, 9 months, 12 months? Now, that doesn't mean, if something is going horribly wrong, you can't pivot. But if you're not willing to, on the onset, at least say, hey, I'm going to give this 6 months, right? Is it really something worth exploring? And then the flip side of that is, okay, you start to generate leads. Am I committed to consistently following up with these leads in some kind of systematic way for the next year, 18, 24 months, right? And if not, maybe it's not a great lead generation source, right? If not, that's okay, but it might be better off for you to pick a different marketing, a different lead generation source. Focus on your sphere of influence. Focus on something that maybe has a higher conversion rate or a quicker turnaround time, whatever that is, right? But consistency and commitment, 2 critical aspects to marketing and lead generation in the real estate industry. Guys, I hope that was helpful. Again, please like and subscribe. You can also check us out at afterthelicense.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time.